What's the matter? Just what's your problem? You know that time is up for you. Get your boots on and hit the pavement. Now your time is up. Time is up for you. You know the time is up, baby.
Hey, welcome everybody to the Breakdown Live. Here with host John Kane
And Pat Lobiaco.
Hey, well, here we are at PR Tacos Palace and Margarita Bar. Where are we at? We are at 717 West Smith Street at College Park. Right?
Right, yeah. 717 West Smith Street.
Smith Street.
That's what I put in my GPS when I came over here, so that's how I got here. So that's where we're at.
Yeah, so it's pretty awesome. Place looks totally different than it used to look. They redid it all.
This place looks amazing. The crowd here is great. So, hey, listen, you people at home, hopefully you can hear us.
Yes.
Because this place is rocking.
We're going to get it going and everything here. We're hopefully, one of the things we want to talk about first, we had an injury by an official, okay? What was his name? McGrath?
McGrath.
Yeah, McGrath. Stitches. He got... Yep, we got stitches. He had a shoulder injury.
Yeah.
So there's... Yeah, a bunch of things happened to him. What happened was it was a bomb, a very deep ball, and then he didn't happen to see them coming at him, and I don't know how it all happened, but he got whacked by two players.
You definitely did the stand your ground thing right there.
General manager, right here. All right, you want to see the general manager? Come on, just don't knock anything over if you walk on in here. Come on in. Oh, that's the ref getting hit right there. By the way, we got a view. So, all right, you're on. We'll talk about you real quick. Go ahead. So, go ahead. So, hey, tell us a little bit about the place. What you got going on here? Don't be shy.
I'm shy. I'm on camera before, so I don't do this.
You can't be shy. Yeah.
I'm not drunk enough for this.
Yeah, it's all right. But so, what kind of food do you have?
Mexican food, Tex-Mex.
Tex-Mex?
Americanized, yes.
All right.
Yeah.
It looks like you got a regular crowd that comes here all the time.
We're getting back in the swing of things. Back
All
up
right.
and full lunch and dinner and getting things turned around here.
So I want to tell you something. So you remind me of somebody, Nate Starling, the first time he came on, and now he talks all the time with the Orlando Predators. But you'll be all right. We'll get you going better and better.
We're getting some kinks out of things, and we're picking up momentum.
All right.
Good, very good.
Well, yeah, margarita
and train shots all day.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So, hey, can you tell us about the train thing real quick?
Well,
How'd that start?
From Winter Park, it sounded like the train was going through the building, so we just capitalized on it and used train shots, and the whole building would shake, and we sell $3 shots. And
During when the train goes by,
yeah.
everybody does train. So, because you don't have a train here, there's a track that a train goes all the way around.
We're getting it all working.
And you're going to have that. And when that goes, then all of a sudden everybody's doing shots.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yes, sir.
That's awesome. Well, thanks for coming on.
We appreciate having you guys. Thank
next
you so
time
much.
we'll get you to talk more.
Yeah. Maybe I'll have a few more train shots at me. I'll be good. Thanks, guys.
All right. Be careful going out.
Thanks for coming up. We gotta ask that find out. What's with the bell?
Well, I know the train. You see the whole track. When that train goes around, you do train shots for $3. So they make it fun. You know what I mean? And I like it. Yeah, I like that. So this place is going to be. Listen. So right outside on the wall here, if you noticed, it said Alabama on this side of the wall here in red. Do you see that? Well, the big logo of the Orlando Predators going up there, and then our whole schedule's going up there next year on this whole wall on the outside. So that's awesome. Pretty cool.
That is awesome. Yeah, because when I pulled around, that'd be great. What attention getter.
Yes. So it's actually going to be the home of the Predators. So this is going to be pretty cool.
That's awesome. Yeah.
All right, so let's get in to talk a little bit about the game. I know the coach isn't here yet. You know, he's got practice. if you either call a play down at the 1, okay, which they had no time left, no timeouts, clock continues to run, the game over.
Right.
But they wanted to see if he might have scored. So in that case, they show it. You know what I mean? They go to the review. But the time already ran out of the clock. Okay? Because they put the ball at the 1. If they didn't put the ball at the 1, which you all saw they did, they put it at the 1. They should have not done anything and let it as a score, and then realized, okay, we're challenging it, we're checking it out, and realized it was moved back to the 1 because he didn't score. Well, that's the way it should have happened, that they called it a touchdown or not put the ball at the 1. The second they put the ball at the 1, they can look at it to see if it was a touchdown. When it wasn't a touchdown, they made the correct call. Game over.
Game over.
Game over. We won. But they didn't. And I know one thing. One, it aggravated a lot of fans. Two, it aggravated a lot of people on the side, players, owners, everybody. Yeah. You know,
I think San Antonio people were pretty happy.
oh yeah, they were real happy, and you know they're getting better. You know, it's great. We want better teams in the league, and the teams, all teams throughout the league have multiple wins and losses.
Yeah.
So anybody could be placed anywhere. We'd be in second, you know, or fifth, depending on a win and loss, which is huge.
Yeah.
So, that was ugly, and but for the fans, excitement. What
an exciting day. It really was.
I mean, we scored with 40 seconds left, and we left them too much, and then even on that drive, there was a couple breakdowns that, you know, that we could have done just in that drive alone,
Right.
where we wouldn't have to go down to the last play, you know. But it did, and guess what? We lost, and
We're looking
you
forward
know,
to next week.
That's right. We got to move on, go to the next week, have fun. I know one thing. I try to sit near people in the stands, ask them if they were enjoying the game and stuff. Everybody's having a great time. Everybody's enjoying it.
Yeah. I mean, really, why wouldn't they? What an exciting game. I mean, we had some great throws by Cato, great hit, touchdowns by Beavers. I mean, you know, it was what arena football is. It was, you know, fast-paced.
So did you enjoy the alumni that were there? The alumni.
Oh man, I'll tell you what, I was down there in the end zone, and I got to see a lot of the different players that I recognized from years past coming up, shaking their hands. It was awesome with the players, and they had 30 alumni Predator Prowlers out there. Man,
Actually, they had 49.
49?
49 was the number of the dancers, and 16 players.
Was that only 16? I thought there was more.
No,
Well,
16.
Kids, but yeah.
Yep, there's 16
That's great.
and 49 of the dancers. And the dancers did a great job. It was great to see them there. And then Nate and I, we got them a little suite up there to have a little cocktail and, you know, mingle with themselves, and they did. And it turned out to be a really good time for the alumni.
I'm going to give a shout out to Bobby Scipio.
Okay?
The reason why I say give a shout out to Bobby Scipio, he saved my wife's life. Because the kicker for the Gunslingers was at the other end of the end zone while we were doing this whole halftime presentation of alumni. And he was kicking the football.
With no one looking at it, they were watching the alumni.
was coming, and Bobby Scipio was getting ready to run out there when his name was called, and he seen this ball coming, and it was headed right at my wife's face. And he walks over there like it was nothing, puts his hands up, catches it like he's never stepped off the field.
There you go.
Shout out to you, Bobby Scipio.
There you go. Thank you for saving Pat's wife.
It was, I mean, it scared me.
Yeah,
You know, that
yeah.
ball coming from 50 yards out, that'll hurt.
Oh yeah, it almost happened to one of the kids before the game. So you know you got to pay attention, especially in Arena League, in those front rows when you know that ball's coming. And sometimes you get hit by the player because the player is coming over the wall. It's legal for him to go over the wall, make the catch, hold on to it. You know, we're hopefully the fan strips the ball because he has to come up with it.
Yeah.
And we're allowed to strip it. Fans are allowed to rip it out of their hands.
Yep. A lot of people.
Not a penalty.
They've been yeah, it's true. It's not a penalty. A lot of people have been talking about another game that happened over the weekend where a player or something, it's all up in the air.
Oh yeah, something I want to be honest, and I should, due to a lot of things going on right now.
Yeah.
Personally too, I haven't broke down the other games, but I did hear that a player and some people are saying no, he didn't. He just swiped at her or him. I forget if it was a guy or a lady, but they ripped the ball out. Of course, you get frustrated, but that's all a part of it, you know.
It is.
I'd like to rip it out, jump on the field, throw him down. You know what I mean? Do whatever it takes.
You stand up front, you're gonna get hit with the puck.
Yeah. Well, back in the day, they just put that net up there. The net didn't used to be there for hockey. And I used to go to a hockey game at the Devils, and we sit right behind the net, right perfectly over that glass. And if you weren't staring at that game, I see two people talking at the road. I'd be listening to them behind me. I go, oh, this ain't going to be good. There's a shot. You duck. And beers everywhere. They're pounded. Yeah, you got to pay attention, especially in this league. And that's why a lot of people like this league.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you're action-packed next to the game, getting people jumping on you. I mean, Sean saved a little kid. No, he didn't. He ducked. He let the kid get killed. Sean saved the camera.
People are putting on here, on the show here, saying how, now this is not my words.
Yes.
The refs suck. What's going to happen with the bad refs?
Let me repeat what he said. He said the refs suck.
The refs suck is what they said.
I'm repeating what he said.
Yes.
Now he really said the refs suck.
They said the refs suck. You know.
So that's what he said. Okay.
Yeah. I mean,
just repeating what a fan said.
I'm just repeating what a fan says, So, I mean, there's a lot of them on there. Yeah, that's true. The refs suck. What are they going to do?
Well, here's I'm going to give you in defense of the ref, and this is all I can say in defense of the ref. They don't know all the rules.
Right.
You get what I mean? And we're a different league than what they're used to doing all year long. But I think the refs should have a bunch of film to watch. I think because they get paid. You know what I mean? It's a job. I think before the season starts, they should watch film, make calls, go over every play. They should have multiple meetings before our season starts.
Without a doubt.
And then this way they're better knowledge. Now I'm sure they each take a rule book home and read it and stuff, but you know how it is live, you know what I mean? They can watch some games and say, okay, what's that? Go over it. Say, okay, anybody see a call on this play? Click, run it. Well, here's the problem. When, because you got a motion guy that's moving forward, that's not a penalty, but he can't cross the line. You know what I mean? There's certain things that I feel the refs could do better, but I think it's a training process and it's a learning process. And because they don't ref it all year long, like they do go from Pop Warner to high school to college. I mean, I know some of these guys do the Gators and stuff. They're very good refs.
And their rules in college are totally different than arena.
Yep.
Arena football rules are totally different than any other.
And you have to know it. You have to know it.
Our coaches and our players are expected to know it.
Yep.
So our fans expect the referees to know it.
Absolutely. So they're working on that. The whole league is working on that. I think they're trying to make it better no matter what they got to do. But it's always hard in midstream. We got a game, we got a game Friday. They got a game next Friday. You got a game next week. So there's not much they can do from between A and B. But I just don't like when a call comes down to a game. I don't mind they make mistakes because, look, if they make mistakes against us, they make mistakes against the other team, and it's a learning process, and I'm okay with that. But calls that change the game, that's totally different. And it's not just happened to us twice. You thought I was going to say once, didn't you? Yeah, it's happened more than twice, and that's where it's getting a little frustrating.
Yeah. I mean, every umpire and referee, they're going to miss a call.
I get it.
They're going to miss a call. But, I mean, a game decision call.
Yeah, and the other thing is, like, remember that offsides when the guy hit our center, knocked them back? And when they knocked him back a yard, he fumbled the ball, and
When they were
got
offsides.
it. Well,
When they were offside.
yeah, like, you're in a case like that, you're wondering how. Like, and I mean, the whole league is trying to make it better, so that's all I can say about the refs suck.
I know. I mean, and I read a lot of different.
What? It's all right.
I read a lot of different posts, from different fan pages and everything. And I agree with what one person said. If you think you can do better in the off season, go to referee camp or whatever and become a referee yourself. It's not an easy job. It's got to be really hard because there are so many different rules to learn for different leagues. But,
Well, it would be.
that's all the only thing I'm going to defend the referees on.
It'd be pretty cool if you just got a couple people that aren't really refs all the time, but just learn how to ref Arena League.
Yeah, true.
That'd be really cool.
That would be
but
good, but it's all
you'd be a
good.
specialized ref, and you'd have a short season. But a lot of these guys do it all the time, every year, months and months and months.
It's their job.
Yes.
It's their job.
Yeah.
Tom Trevor just asked, I'll put it right there. Tom Trevor just asked about how the referees doing that got hit. And Tom, we went over that right at the beginning of the show.
Yeah, you may have started a little late. Stitches. We heard a broken shoulder, and they're reevaluating the rib situation.
6 weeks.
Yeah, 6 weeks he's out. That is the ref that got hit. So, yeah,
He
took a good hit
took a,
or a bad hit. I don't know. If you're a football player, we call hits good hits. If you're a fan and
got hit by
accidentally got,
he got hit by Randall.
Yeah.
And that's a freight train coming across the center right there. So,
Yeah.
But I don't know, we got to look into it too and find out. I know that after the game, he was supposed at 2 o'clock, he was supposed to be going on a 10-day cruise or something.
No,
No?
it ain't happening.
No.
It didn't happen.
As they were supposed to.
Hey,
that-
John, if you could, can you show that clip again? You have the picture of the ref getting hit, just in case you missed it before. This is just before the hit. There you go. And then he, when that helmet hits that head right there, face and shoulder, and then he lands on the ground. But. Yep.
And those players were running full speed.
Full speed down there. What was it? A 40-yard pass or something? They were
Yeah.
ready to throw when he got plowed.
He got clobbered on it.
But on our part, we're hoping that he feels better, gets better quickly, and it sucks that he was going on a cruise or whatever, and that happened. And I'm sure his wife wants to kick his ass.
Oh.
Yeah.
Why do you want to be a referee?
I wonder if he got it. I told you so.
I don't know.
We're not laughing at you because we're talking about ourselves now. I wonder if she said I told you so.
I know my wife would tell me, I told you. And now I'll probably get a comment on that.
Oh yeah.
She wants to know, this question, why was he in the line of play? Well, the back judge has a certain spot that he has to stay put in. Am I not correct?
Yes and no. He, as a referee, he made a mistake, because he took his eye off where they're running. Okay, he should have made a decision early on to go left or right. I mean, you no matter where the players go, you can't be in the line where they're going. You get what I mean? And you could go right and they cut right. You know what I mean? But these guys pretty much went vertical, and he dropped, and then he couldn't get out of the way.
Stayed
He
right
had
there.
he had to go left or right, and
He held his ground.
yes, he did, as long as he could.
Until Randall came along.
As long as he could. All right. So what else you got?
We're not in light of that, but we hope he does.
Yeah.
We hope he's doing better.
Yeah, we want him to feel better. So, well, the coach ain't here. What time is it? What time we got? I don't know.
8:22.
8:22. All right. So let's go over. We're gonna show a play here and there. Let's go over the offsides TD. John, run the first play that you got. Offsides TD. And by the way, we could put these on these televisions if we wanted to, our show, you know, but
yeah.
we didn't. But we'll do it next time. So check it out. Beautiful pass right there, touchdown.
This is the challenge.
Yep. And so the other coach challenges the play, and what we have is an offsides.
So Larry
Look at
Hughes
that.
caught
You
about, Larry Hughes caught about 7 touchdowns that game, but only got credited for a couple of them, right? Because half of them got called back.
Well, you saw that near the end, all those touchdowns, like right at the white line, you know, with his foot on it,
Yeah.
toe on it, pinky toe on it, and then it was a touchdown. So that was fun. But yeah, he challenged it and it came back.
We got some people watching here at home. We've got Tom Traver watching at home. We got Christian Walker watching from home. Mario Bianco, Darius Tolbert is watching. Tom Traver. We got Dickie Owens is watching. I thought Dickie was going to be here. We got Jonathan Durst from Locked In Magazine is watching tonight
Oh,
too.
check it out.
Yeah. So welcome.
Welcome to the
If you got
show.
any questions out there, text
Yeah.
them in, and I'll be sure to ask John, and I'll ask the coach when he gets here. There's no question that I will not ask.
That's it. So San Antonio fumble is our, and TD is our next play. You want to run it, John, and we'll talk about it. All right, here you go.
Well, this is the one where we thought we had it, but
Oh yeah, this is a different one. But yeah,
they got this one back.
yeah, this is a hit, fumble, quarterback picks it up, touchdown. I mean, it happens. You know what I mean? If somebody would have got on that, there you go, baby.
Yeah.
It's 6 that they never received. Actually 7 because he got the extra point on it. Aggravated me.
Yeah.
So our kicker, didn't our kicker get a deuce, John? Let's see our kicker's deuce. So got multiple field goals, you know, extra points. And then check out the deuce that he has, which makes the fans happy. Of course, not with this ball, the undeuceable ball.
Is it?
Yeah, that's the undeuceable ball.
Undeuce.
There you go. Check it out.
Yeah, that got the
Gentlemen.
crowd going. That got the crowd going right there.
Oh, the crowds love when you get a deuce. So you go from 14-14, you know, kick off to, and there's your 2 right there. And if you notice, that's the brown ball from last year.
Yes, that is the
Yes,
NAL ball.
So what the rule is throughout the league is if you agree that you could kick the brown ball and play with the white one, we play with the white one because this has no bearing throwing and catching. All the players don't mind it for throwing and catching. But somehow with the weight, the size, and the material, you can't kick it.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Like you can't kick it to the 10. So
That's why a lot of in the beginning of the season when we first couple
started,
games,
no one knew.
we knew right then, so we started kicking it out of bounds. And
Well, it's funny because actually before we started playing, I think throughout the league, all the coaches were calling up and goes, our kicker sucks. How's your kicker? No one knowing it's the ball.
The kicker is the ball.
So, oh well, we all learned and found out our kickers didn't suck. It was the ball, and we decided that you can kick with the brown ball and play with this one. And next year we'll have another ball, hopefully not made out of the same material.
Is it the material?
Yes, it's
Okay.
the material, it's the size and weight.
There's a question right here, and it's a good question. It says, can we challenge the outcome of the game with the commissioner?
I want to tell you the 100% answer is I don't know, but I know it's under evaluation the whole game, the way it ended and what happened. Now, can they change it? No. But can they say yes? The mistake was made. Like I'll be honest with you, coaches challenged a bunch of things for pass interference and stuff on number 11 up at the what is it, the Shark game. I mean, crystal clear was holding. He sent it to the refs. The refs watch it, and they know they're trying to get better. And he explained to them, sent them the play, and they agreed. And that's all we can do is try to make it better. But they can't go back and say, it's not NASCAR. We don't have a thing to say disqualification. The winner is. Yeah, it doesn't work like that.
Which, I mean, understandable.
But I wish we could. we be what, 7-2?
Exactly. But speaking of, we're not 7-2. But on a positive note, we still have the opportunity to make it to the playoffs.
Absolutely. We actually have a possibility to end at number 2. We can end up at number 2 if we won one out.
Yeah, I want to say that before the coach gets here, because the coach is going to say, yeah, we always got, because he's going to be positive on everything.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it's true. We still have that chance to make it to the playoffs.
Absolutely. All right, so let's see what other plays. My phone just keeps going to the, where you got to put your code in. It's aggravating me. What else do we want to talk about? You want to see Beavers 2 touchdowns, John? Go to 1 and 2, right? I think you have one right after that. Because we're going to try not to hit Maxwell's, because I think Maxwell's coming tonight. Nice. And they're beautiful catches, but they're beautiful passes.
I mean,
Look at this.
right.
Look at that.
Cato put it right where he had to.
Yeah, this is after he was out of bounds, and they called it back. Now look. Because they did that twice, right? How many times that night did they call him out from being on the line? Like 3? I thought it was 2 or 3 times.
Yeah, offsides. They called that one back.
And then here's another one. Here's another one. We're going the other way. Now, that wasn't a broken coverage, was it?
I don't know.
He couldn't have been any opener. Look, watch. Where's everybody?
Oh, there you
Yeah.
are.
Where'd you come out of the stands?
It didn't look like he came from out. He was all by himself. Then he does his little dance.
Yeah. Hey, and that's what we want to do. We want the players to have a good time. We want the fans to have a good time. And that's why it's exciting. It's fun.
And I think for the most part of the game Friday night, the players were really having fun. They were having a good time.
Absolutely. I mean,
On the field, on the sidelines, they were having a good time.
and if we had those 3 games that we possibly should have won, they'd even have a better time because winning's fun.
Winning is fun.
Yes.
Winning is fun. That's true.
So I can tell you this: we're never not in a game, are we?
No,
Never.
We've never been blown out.
We're in every single game we play,
Yep, exactly.
which is good for the fans. It's good to watch on TV. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So
It's funny because after the last show, last Monday when we had our show, and we had Randall and we had Cato on, and I was sitting talking with them after the game, and they were saying how much, they enjoyed interacting with the fans after a play or after a touchdown. I said, yeah. I said, the more you do that, man, the fans get more into it. I said, that makes you guys better.
Well, I want to tell you something. The other teams, when they come play at the Amway, they love it too. They love playing there. They just love all the enthusiasm. They love how we have our pregame, halftime shows. You know, they're amazed at the whole program that we put on, which is great. And hopefully it's spreading throughout the league because you see people copying us. You know what I mean? They're starting to bring motorcycles, and it's okay. It's okay. The only one I don't like them copying us is playing Welcome to the Jungle in their arena.
Oh yeah, what is that about?
Yeah, I want to go smash the speakers, pull the plug on the thing so we can't play.
That's when he should mute it.
Yeah, that's our song.
What it mentioned on here, it looks like we had the biggest turnout of the year. Do you know what the crowd
The
was?
attendance was I didn't.
What the attendance was?
5,100.
5,100.
So here's what I can tell you. I'm gonna make a prediction for our last game of over 7,500 people.
Last home game, that is
July 1st. With Nova Rex playing, with some of the things that we got going on for different people to get to the game, and then also Swag Surfing. His name is V. With the group Fly is coming to play for 20 minutes at the end of the game, and if young kids know what Swag Surfing is, it's played in every college game throughout the country. Every one of them do it, and it's a phenomenal song. There's our cover of actually that's not the cover. John made that one, but we're on the cover of Born to Ride magazine this month to let everybody know that Nova Rex is playing July 1st at the Amway, sponsored by Fran Haas. And there will be a Cycle Fever trophy given away for the motorcycles at halftime. We're going to have the lady back that actually won the trophy last year. And she's going to be with Sean to pick one of the 4 bikes that are going to go up on the screen to announce the winner. And the fans pick what bike of the 4.
all right. Good deal. So it's gonna be the fans gonna be screaming for the.
Yeah. Yep. So.
It's just gonna be that thing.
Yeah. Well, hopefully, I know John's working out something pretty cool that the fans are going to like this week. Not going to bring it up, but a funny little thing that's going to go on like that. What you put on people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we're going to let that go for now, and that's going to be a big surprise.
That's news to me.
It's always news to you, John.
Yep.
It's always a
Hey,
surprise.
now there's no pressure on John.
No pressure.
I got 2 weeks.
No pressure. You got 2 weeks. Make it happen.
Yeah, everything seems like it's Friday. You know what I mean? It's Friday. At least this one, it's not Friday. We don't have to worry about it. We just got to get there, right? Look at him. He's looking at him.
Yeah.
We just got to get there. All right, what else? Let's go. Come on, what's some of the really good... Let's go. You got Freddie Booth's sack? Or do you have to, like, really look deep? You got them labeled? I mean, we're not going in order here. I'm trying to not go over certain plays.
Yeah, just
Okay, so here's Freddie Booth's sack. So check it out. He's had some crushing ones.
man, I tell you, he's leading the league now in sacks. Am I not right?
I think yes.
I think
Yes, he is.
He's got 7 sacks, and I think Holmes, number 95, has got 6.5. If I'm not mistaken, I was looking at it and seeing it what the league had posted up there.
Yeah, he was pretty aggravated after the game there.
Sure.
I saw. Just in case they didn't see it, we don't get fined for it.
Right. You don't want to get fined. You don't want to get fined. As a matter of fact, out there, but yeah, Buddy Boot Boy, yeah, he's a beast. He's a beast. Oh,
What else you got?
Sack and Desmond Scoop and score. Do we have that one?
We do. We're trying to wait for Maxwell and but to get here and the coach to get here, but I don't. What? The hit of the game. Let's see the hit of the game. Let's see it.
Hit of the game was the umpire, wasn't it?
No, this one's pretty
I
damn
know
good.
this is. I know who this is. This has got to be Josh Jenkins. He's a beast. Bam.
Nice.
Yes. That.
Look at that. That was
definitely
good.
the hit of the week. Hit of the season week season ratings. What week 9? No. Where are we at? Week 7?
Come on, don't quiz me. What's our record?
What?
Right? 3 and 4. We had a bye week. You know what I mean?
I think so.
It's 9.
That's 9,
Week
right?
9.
Okay.
Yep.
It's got to be the hit of the season so far.
Yeah, no, that was really good. I don't. Without going into the game, we don't have a choice. Let's go into the game. Let's see. So you went the Beavers touchdowns. You saw the dudes. You got Maxwell. Well, Maxwell's not here. So let's go over Maxwell's TD fumble. Go ahead. Show it. We'll go down the list.
Oh, yeah.
And if he comes, we showed it. Scoop and score.
And look what I found. Just look what I found.
Yep. Check it out.
Yeah, Freddie said.
And then, look, he caught it on his leg.
Yeah.
Look at that. You don't notice it. Look, he's holding it on his leg. Wow. He's lucky he put it to the other hand, or I don't know. Yep. That was a sack, fumble, touchdown, and almost non-touchdown because he almost fumbled.
Almost did that. Jeff Stamper? I hope I said it right. He said I can never find the games or schedule when they're on Facebook. It's too late. You first said you can never find the schedule. All you gotta do is go to Google Orlando Predators and scroll down.
OrlandoPretorsFootball.com. Hit schedule. That's one way.
It's right there.
Number 2 way, National Arena League.com. Go to National Arena League. Hit schedule, and their whole schedule come out. I don't know where else to go with that one. That one. Yeah, they're out there, very clear, very simple. I don't know. But I hope we helped you out there.
I hope so.
Okay.
And if you can't make it to the game, it's on YouTube. Go to YouTube and just key in National Arena League, and it'll pop up with every single game that's
And
playing.
and then I mean, look at the schedule. Then the night of games, you pull up and it says watch, and it'll show you what games are being played, and you click on which one you want to watch. Hopefully, you want to watch the Predators, but
Absolutely.
yeah, that's it.
Yep.
Oh, there's Maxwell. There's Maxwell.
Big man's in the house.
Yeah. Well, now we'll leave it show. Come on up here. Come on in. Let him in. We're gonna bring him right in. Let him. Yeah. Let's go to a commercial real quick. Let's go. Maybe a commercial. Yeah, you're right, John. Good job. Through both of them, you're going to be good. we just we're back. So hey, who we got here? What's
We
his
got
name?
number 5.
What?
Let's see.
Number
Number 5
five.
in your program, number 1 in your heart, Mr. Desmond Maxwell.
So actually, John, run it again. We just watched this play because I was like, I guess they're at practice and they're down and dirty. You know what I mean? Trying to go over something. So.
Yeah, we just getting better. That's all it is. You know, this is a tough loss, so we got to bounce back and get this win at Jacksonville.
All right, so we just went over this play because in the beginning you don't notice that you bobble the ball and really only get it on your as you're running in on your leg.
I was just trying to pick it up. I was trying to scoop and score because I was always taught to scoop it and get it and go, but I couldn't get the grip of the ball, so I just had to put it against my leg.
Right there.
And I just put it in the end zone. I heard somebody behind me. I was like, I hope you don't tackle or punch it. So I just got it and got in the end zone with it.
Whatever it takes.
Yeah, we got to do whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes is right. It got 6. Got 6 on the board.
Yeah.
So we have let's see your leapfrog. You got Maxwell's leapfrog too. We're gonna go over a couple years. Oh, what happened?
There he is. What is that leap? What was that? Where'd that come from? You thought you was a gazelle?
Well, basically, he was, you know, I'm a big guy, so they were trying to cut my knees out. I'm trying to protect my knees at all costs. So I see him coming in the game. It's like, I'm going over top. I just had in my head, I'm going to go over top of him because I seen him come down previously before to try to use my knees. So I was like, nah.
Because you did right.
Yeah.
You got a couple more yards out of it.
Yeah, I had to, like I said, I just had to do what I got to do to just make us better and hopefully plays like that will turn into more wins for us.
And you got more yards. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to catch up. I missed the first 5 games of the season, so I'm just trying to get back into playing shape and just get out there and do what I do best is run the ball and make plays.
all right. So when you walked in, did we get anybody back that we're gonna have for next week?
We have traded for Richie Anderson. He's we got him from Albany. He hasn't played yet, but I think he's going to be probably one of the biggest pieces that we got. We also got Outlaw back this week as well. He was injured last week, but with them 2 pieces at wide receiver and Outlaw playing Jack, it's going to make a big difference this week. Also, Caleb is doing well too, so we just all out there grinding and everything.
All right. What else you got for him? Anybody got a question for him that they want to ask Maxwell? We broke down the game as far as the refs and stuff.
Brian Hicks, you guys may know Brian Hicks. He said, tell Des I love him, but he's ugly. I don't know what that means.
Hey, Brian, I love you too, man. I miss you, man. I just hope you're doing well. I know you're doing well with the kids. So, hey, just know I love you as well.
All right, so we broke down the refs. You know, we were a little. First of all, the ref that got hit, you know, ended up with stitches. He ended up with a broke shoulder, and bruised ribs. He was supposed to go on a cruise the next day, never made it. So, yeah.
I mean, it happens, but my prayers and thoughts go out to him. I know he was supposed to go on vacation as he was told. That play wasn't never meant to happen. It was just a football play. But like I said, our prayers and thoughts is with him as he goes through his healing process. And hopefully he gets back to that sometime this season.
All right, what else?
No, just people said, you know, Maxwell's a beast. Keep it up.
So,
the man, Desmond Maxwell, you know, just giving you praise, you know.
So we're gonna go over the game a little bit. In the 4th quarter, okay, when we scored with 40 seconds left. I mean, you know, in Arena League, that's a lot of time, you know? And it come down to the last play. What was your thoughts on the last play without getting us a penalty?
My thoughts was just, hopefully let's just get out of here. you know, with the refs and everything and stuff. So it was just a lot going on, but we scored with 40 seconds left. So there was like too much time, but also it was just like we scored. So he had faith in our defense, which our defense is probably one of the best defenses in the league. So he had faith in us, and things happen. But like I said, you can't blame it on the refs. You just got to go back to the drawing board and put a full game together. Like this weekend, like we're on the mission, so we know what's at stake.
With a 20-point lead at halftime, we shouldn't have been in that situation to begin with, right?
Yeah, things happen. Like I said, you can't be a first half team. You got to put out a whole game. Like we can't, like I said, we can't beat Jacksonville, Albany, or Columbus playing like this. So we're gonna do a lot better job. They're gonna have a lot better outcome this weekend. So Friday, I'm looking forward to playing against Jacksonville, going back down there and just coming back with a win.
Well, being an athlete that you are, you said something really good. You said we shouldn't have been in that position because we put ourselves in that position. And it wasn't from the one play, no matter what happened. We let ourselves, by things happening during the game, to put us in that position. So that's the truth.
Yeah, we just got to cut down on turnovers, penalties. You never know. Like, I think we had 4 turnovers. If we didn't have them 4 turnovers, you never know what the outcome of the game would be like. But like I said, we getting back to the drawing board. We're doing what we do best, and we're doing the work, and we putting our hard hats on.
Remember, John, I read questions.
Go ahead. You're the question man. Go ahead.
No, I'm saying about the end of the game. Should have been in that position.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm beating the questions. Go ahead.
But now, somebody did say, Desmond Maxson, are you a school teacher at your old high school?
I'm not a school teacher at my old high school. I do coach high school football there, but I work at Ramsey Middle School, and I love working with kids, trying to better the youth and do better with the youth. So, I just love doing it all with kids.
That's awesome. That's something that people don't know about you.
Yeah, some people look at it like, you're a school teacher? And I'm just like, yeah, it's just something I developed over time, and just me playing football and kids looking up to me as being a role model or something like that. I like working with kids, so I like to install the type of things that I didn't have, but I got more, so I try to install it.
I gotta say something, John.
Go ahead.
With us, we're standing up here. We're not sitting like we normally do.
What do you mean? I'm on my knees.
It hurts my neck looking up at this big fella.
Yeah,
I mean, how tall are you and how much you weigh?
I'm 6'2", about 255, 260, so it's just a blessing just to, play football, have the size, and be able to compete and play professionally.
Yep, that's awesome. I mean, yeah. And here's 5'6", so it gives you your average.
Oh, yeah. You're 5'6"?
Yeah.
Oh, man. I thought I was 5'6". I was when I was younger. Not anymore.
You look shorter than me. What the? You're 5'6". Liar. Maybe it was in the program. It said you were 5'6". Right?
195.
So, anything else you could tell us about the game that what stands out in your mind?
Rakeem Cato, our quarterback, he played at Marshall. He's a very good quarterback, so I like what the energy he brings to our offense and into our team. Like somebody who's going to voice and everything, and make sure we do what's right. Like we know we need to win, and he also installs mentality quotes and stuff like that. So in practice, like I said, he's one of our leaders. He helps us out. I mean, that's the guy that you'll want to have in the locker room. He's passionate about this game.
Yeah, he threw some really nice passes. I mean, we showed a couple of them. Go ahead. Since he brought it up, let's see a couple of Cato's touchdowns. You got it? Okay. Yeah. Well, that's the other thing. Well, we actually showed everybody else's. We showed the touchdowns by Clark and Williams and stuff like that. But we do, he is a good athlete, but let's show, when you have a breakdown. Let's show his INTs, just to go over it. And remember, an interception doesn't mean it was his fault.
See right there on that interception, if we protect better up front, maybe he doesn't have to scramble out the pocket and throw that type of ball. And anything, I think that was at the end of the half. We should have just protected him better, like that on that play right there. It was a wide receiver. He messed up, but also we got to protect better up front. So don't all that pressure get in front of his face.
Yeah, because when you're rolling out on that first one, he's trying to roll out and throw it. You know what I mean? And there it is. You got pressure.
See, that's what we got to do. Offensive line, quarterbacks, we all got to protect him better. And maybe those turnovers right there maybe doesn't cost us the game. Maybe we don't lose the game. But like I said, that's something we're learning from, and it's a new week, so we got to put that in the back of our heads and just move forward.
Because we noticed that when he's in the pocket and he can just have a little bit of time, he throws some beautiful passes. Beautiful. I mean, I don't know how many were called back because the foot or toe was on the back of the line. That was amazing. And to come back and do it the next play again.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, he's an athlete. He knows the game. He's passionate about it. That's why he broke all those records at Marshall and stuff like that. I mean, I played against him in college as well, so that's one of our arch rivals. So he's a really good guy. He's a good person.
Awesome. What else? You got any more questions?
Where did you go to college at?
I went to West Kentucky University.
West Kentucky University. Yeah. People want to know this stuff.
Yeah, go Tops. We played in the Conference USA, so I mean, we play against big schools. The big school I probably played against was Alabama and LSU, so it's probably, we didn't win, but we played them competitively.
National exposure, right?
Yeah, it was national exposure. We played on ESPN. We played on ESPN2 and ESPNU and stuff like that.
All right, that's great.
There you go.
Somebody else said that I'd be as tall as you if I had hair.
There you go. That's right. You're taller than me this way. All right, ladies, Maxwell, thank you for coming on. We got to call the coach up, see if we're going to throw it to a commercial, and then we're going to bring up Coach Jeff Higgins.
To be accepted to WASM was a surreal experience. Something that I thought was a dream, is actually coming true.
Once WASM gave me the opportunity, I was like, wow. Wow.
We're trying to build a legacy. We're trying to be the premier school of the Bahamas and the Caribbean.
Finally, somebody gave me that opportunity.
The faculty really do want you to succeed. It was the most exhilarating feeling in the world.
I'm just so happy to be where I am right now.
I love this school.
Here that you want to talk about? Okay. So, hey, Coach Higgins. Hey, how we doing? How was practice today? Good. Hold on.
It was good. It was good.
You had a good practice?
Yeah, mentally focused, got some guys healthy, so it was looking a lot better.
So we got a receiver back?
A couple.
That's good.
Yes.
That's good. So we have some players that were injured that are going to be back this weekend,
Correct.
which will be good. I'm good with that. What else? No, I can talk loud enough. Go ahead. You're good.
Just making sure.
Yep. Go ahead. What do you got for him? What do you want to talk about the game? I want to be honest. We don't need to go into the officials. We did the official things. We talked about the last play. We explained the
You
whole.
guys talked about that. It says the end of the game, especially with the delay.
Go ahead.
I mean, here's the situation. People that don't necessarily understand when and why to do certain things with regards to time. So let's go back. 48 or 50 seconds left, 2 timeouts. I actually said, Raheem, okay, we can try to score on the first play. If we don't score on the first play, then we're going to run some time down. We have the matchup. CJ makes a touchdown catch. Raheem makes an amazing throw. So I'm thinking, all right, 40 seconds left. Rely on the defense. If not, though, if they score, we still have 2 timeouts left. So you're thinking it's going to be between 15 and 25 seconds, somewhere in there, unless they score really quick. And then at that point, then you would probably...
You have plenty of time.
Correct. So,
With 2 timeouts.
Right. So anyway, there's a couple key plays that we didn't make in there, a couple tackles. Guys out of position, which is why it's good that we're going to have guys back this week. So used to be in that position. But anyway, so now the ball is run for an apparent touchdown. And if it's a touchdown, there's 22 seconds and we have 2 timeouts left. That's like 1 minute and 45 with 3 in the outdoor game. So I'm
At least.
Yeah, I'm looking at that. Yeah, I'm looking at that. I'm like, okay. But then it doesn't matter to me whether it's the ball doesn't get spotted, the other team is taking too much time. In the midst of that, the time runs out, and I'm thinking the game is over. So then it's come back and it's ruled that, well, one guy had a touchdown, one guy didn't. We're going to see if it's a touchdown. So I'm thinking, okay, if they rule it's not a touchdown, which is what's confirmed, then the game's over.
Game's over.
But they came back with something what was the unthinkable. And I'm not saying that they're wrong. I'm just saying it was not what I would have thought. Because if that were the case, at 22 seconds, I could use a timeout.
Right? Right? Yeah.
Get it?
I
Okay,
get
so
it.
with that being said, the worst thing that could possibly happen was decided no touchdown and only 4 seconds. Which by ready for play, so when they rule the ready for play, before the ball is even snapped, there's 2 seconds. So that means when he got into the end zone, there was 0.
0. And they put it at the 1. Which,
correct.
Not at the 3, not at the 5,
Correct.
at the 1.
So, I mean, you know, at the end of the day, I'm going to say this. If we don't fumble, and actually, let's take it back. There was 3 or 4 times when they had fumbled, and the ball just bounced their way.
Right
One
to
of them
them.
they score a touchdown on. 2 of them we don't recover. You know, so those are situations there where every single bounce that could have gone the other way did. I'm not making any excuses. I'm just telling you what happened. So now we're going to see how we respond this week. And when you see how we respond this week in Jacksonville, I think it'll be apparent how good our football club is, how good our coaching staff is, and how that all goes together for the better. And we're in the driver's seat. Albany loses, so we could have been in second place a few weeks ago with the Jacksonville game. We're in basically the driver's seat, playing Jacksonville twice, playing Columbus, playing Albany, so we can end up either in second. Of course, there could be some mishaps by Carolina end up first. I don't think that's a long shot, but second and third is 100% in our control.
Okay.
So we're going to control what we control, and we're going to worry about our stuff, which is penalties and discipline, meaning like ball security.
Offside.
100%.
I know you said, and you basically explained it just now, that there's normally 5 things in a game that you could do different.
Or 10.
But 5 is on your average that can change the whole game. That if you would have done right, any one of those 5s, we won the game.
Any 5 plays in the course of a football game when it's close like this, 5 plays, and you can make 1 play.
One of them.
And actually, this one's a little bit different because we had, and I drew it up for the guys today, we talked about it, there was about 5 to 8 plays, and we make 1 of them, and not only is it we win, but we win by 14 or 21. So it's
Big
actually,
difference.
big difference, but this is real football. This is what happens. So we can talk about any of those 5 to 8 plays, or we can move on. And we've decided to move on because the next one is the only one that matters, and that's this week, and we're going to Jacksonville on Friday. We're going to go almost fully loaded. We'll become fully loaded pretty soon, but we're excited to see what happens there.
Yeah, absolutely. We were talking about that earlier before the show. John and I were saying how that game that was just played, it's done. Move on to the next. Move on to the next one. That's should be our focus.
I think John wants us to see this play. The non-touchdown by Meadows. Okay.
Yeah,
go ahead.
I asked Ashley to challenge this play, if you look. Now, this is something that only happens once in a while. You're going to see the play. Definitely right now, he gets the ball over. Then he is rolled on top and gets the ball in. Now, what is weird is, if you remember when the official got hurt, we lost the wing on that side. You can see he's not there.
and you can see the guy in the back doesn't have an angle. I'm not saying this is a mistake because I don't need any type of issues with the league, but what happened was I went and asked, and you can see when you watch the game, I went and asked the official about challenging the play.
Yeah.
And I was told that I'm not going to win the challenge because there's no wing and it's a judgment call. Well, I said okay, because if I'm not going to win it, you can't tell me if I'm not going to win, then I'm going to go ahead. Because I'm not going to lose anything I can't win. And if I can win it, then I'm going to compete. And if I lose it, it's fine. But I was told I'm not going to win it, so I didn't challenge it. To me, it's pretty clear. And it's not luck, but as it would have you, is the very next play we fumble. So now if you look at the score, correct. So now we're up 17. So we would be up 24. You know, it is what it is. End of the day, people make mistakes. You know, you can ask, why didn't you run the ball? I run the ball, it's fumbled. You can ask, why didn't you pass the ball? You pass the ball, next thing happens. At the end of the day, if you protect the football, everything is good. If we have a wing that's not hurt, maybe that's good. He has a good angle. But, you know, I'm gonna stay by supporting the league that they're gonna get better. I'm supporting us that we're gonna get better. We'll get better together, and then we'll just see what happens here at the end of the week.
Awesome. Any the plays? We went over a bunch of these plays here, but there's a bunch like Walls TD, fake field goal, a couple. Anything that you'd like to see John throw up and maybe you talk about?
I mean, I'm just going to highlight a couple things because I'm going to talk about the positive. Our kicker kicked 2 deuces in this game, which was big. It was good to see that.
And a bunch of extra points.
100%. He kicked his extra points. We're getting comfortable with that. That's been cleaned up. I think we need to do a little bit better where we can, I can feel comfortable kicking field goals, but he's getting there. You know, ironically, in the first quarter, we have a false start on a touchdown pass. We don't get the touchdown because of that, then we don't score on the drive. But how about the amazing play by, you know, the defensive line giving those guys fits where Josh Jenkins and Delvon Randall could go ahead and make their interceptions. And then, of course, you know, looking at Delvon, he has a pick 6. We have a penalty on the old school crackback, which, John, I know where you stand on this, and I told the films, you know, we used to look for those plays.
Love it.
Today is just not what is, it's not allowed. So if you look, right, there it comes. You see, and I won't use his number, but you see one of our players, a defensive lineman, make a play. The block wasn't needed. So the pick 6 is taken away, and then when it's taken away, we don't score on that drive. I mean, this literally in this game could become like a 30 to 40 point blowout, and it's just, but this is arena football, so that's how it goes. I mean,
a lot of the fans were asking me then, like I know the rules. They're going like, hey, wouldn't the penalty be assessed on the kickoff? Because it was.
No, because it was during the play. So it was during the play. Now, there's actually one of the fans that has a good point, because there's a rule that if it was made before as he's going into the end zone, then that's actually a personal foul. It was ruled a targeting, which is during the play, so it's not after the play on the kickoff or even the extra point. They would have a choice.
Which would have been a dead ball foul.
Correct.
A dead ball foul, it can go on a kickoff.
But, I mean, I'm going to be completely transparent. I told the team like this. Coming out of that, you know, I'll say, forget we, I felt like I got stabbed in the heart. After the weekend, I feel like I got stabbed in the back. And there's a difference. Because in the heart, you don't live. You stab me in the back, I still got a shot.
Yeah, we can come back.
And I'm gonna feel a certain way. So that's how we went to practice today. I can only tell you just how it went, with the focus and the mentality. And it's gonna build on tomorrow, and it's gonna build on Wednesday, and then we're gonna go down there after Thursday's practice into Friday, and we're gonna take that energy, focus it on what we need to do, which is us. If we just focus on us, everything else will take care of itself.
I know a lot of the fans, some of the fans here tonight are going to be up at the game on Friday in Jacksonville, correct?
Say it again, I didn't hear that.
Yes.
Next game is Jacksonville.
100%, yes.
Yes.
Some of the fans, I know they're going up there on the bus.
Yep, taking the bus up again.
They're taking the bus?
Taking the bus up again.
I'm gonna promote it of this. If you guys saw last time, and you know, we have emails from the proper authorities that there were some things that happened in the end zone that didn't go their way, and you know, we came up just short. Well, those things supposedly have been corrected. And there's going to be people that can take care of that on the field, but we're not worried about that. I'm going to say all those people, get on the bus. If you've seen, obviously, in our football games, one thing you can't say is we've been competitive in every single football game.
We brought that up every game.
100%. And now it's time when you have this whole new culture, a whole new vision, whole new staff, players, guys getting together. And we like where we're at. We like where we're at because it's on us. So if it doesn't get done at the end of the day, and I'll say it, it's on me, it's on the team. I love the team, I love our guys, I believe in them, and you watch what happens next.
I don't want to go back to the play with the penalty that you were talking about, but you looked at me and mentioned that's the things we used to love in football. We would pick, and you turn your head and you look to see who's that guy that's going to run and not see you coming. You know, but it is illegal in this, this day and age, because we want everybody to play. You know what I mean? But there are hits in this league that you can't do in the other leagues, which are legal, which are awesome.
And literally, if you can imagine for the fans out there, how you have to teach it now is like we would look and see the guy coming, and we would run full speed and go as hard as we could. There's no other way to say this, and try to put it into the next week. That's how we did it.
Yep.
Now, how we teach it, and we did it today, literally today, is you have to run, stop, and take the charge in basketball.
Yeah.
So now he runs you over, but he slows down and doesn't make the tackle.
And you don't get the penalty.
And you don't get the penalty. And you know what? Whether it's football or whether it's not, that's what we have to do. I'm all about player safety. And we got to play by the rules, so it's my job as a coach to make sure we do.
So Cato looked pretty good with his throws. I mean, he looks like he's getting better and better. When he has time to throw the ball, he's making some really nice throws.
Johnny's always made nice throws during these times that we've had in these games. He knows that we have to work on getting the ball out on three-step, which he's done. And the line has done a great job of protecting him at times with very few sacks on the year. Some of it's because he's got us out of trouble. Other times it's just because the line has been dominant. But when you look at the stats overall, he's right up there along with some receivers. Least amount of sacks, almost the least amount of interceptions, almost the highest amount of touchdowns. And now it's going to translate in these next few games, as we become full strength and get in there. But yeah, he's playing good football. He's become a leader on the field with the guys as far as, how to run against certain coverages and what to do. And guys are playing great. So we just got to keep that up and just eliminate the mental mistakes and we'll be fine.
Awesome. What else you got?
Yeah, comment here that says game attendance is growing too. More fans in the seats, making some high energy in the Amway. It's beginning to feel like the good old days of it.
Well, it's going to feel like a better old days when we beat Jacksonville this week. But
Yes.
after that, that was what the vision when we sat down is to get more people in the seats, make it exciting, get our players to be more explosive compared to where they were last year.
Right.
We've done that. We got a great core that came back. We've got guys that we've added in, and that's what's going to happen. We're going to have plenty of excitement. Now it's just going to translate for the rest. And listen, we're coming down to the fourth quarter meeting. The first 3 quarters are over. So we'll see how that goes. But I appreciate all the fans that are in there and bringing the energy. Not that I need any more energy. I've got some, I feel like, but at the same time, I have fun with the fans. I'm talking to them on the side, fully engaged on what's going on with them as far as, third down, fourth down, get it up, get it cranking. It's the Amway. There's no other place like the jungle.
Exactly.
The redheads all the way down to the newcomers. They're really, really appreciated. And remember, we have another game coming up home. We're not going to focus on that, but we're going to focus on the first one before we win the next one. But it's going to be real big after that. So after we get this one, come back to the Amway, join us in there, and help us get pumped up for that one.
Without a doubt. Now, Lisa has a question here. It's not for you, Coach, but it says where are the watch parties Friday night? That's probably a question for Casey.
First two rows. The first 2 rows.
First 2 rows.
The first 2 rows.
Yes. So where's the watch party? So VR Tacos is going to be one of the homes right here in College Park that they're going to always show the game. Every game. Always. Right here. This is going to be the new home of the Orlando Predator football team. And then we'll be doing the breakdown live here. And on every TV right now. There's 3 TVs, 4 TVs. He's putting more in here. So that's 1. 2, I have made a prediction. Our number, just to let you know, Coach, was 5,100 attendance. I'm betting that there'll be at least 7,100 for our July 1st game. We got a lot of things going on, and we know the attendance is going to be like just amazing for this July 1st game.
I'll give that 7,100 maybe a B plus.
There you go.
If we get to 10 grand, then we're A. But at the end of the day, one thing I love is whether it's 4,100, 7,100, the way that these fans are engaged and fully supportive, it feels like 15,000, and it gets louder and louder and louder. Whether there's, like I said, 4,100 or 7,100. So if you haven't seen it yet, it's amazing. Come out and see it. From the little kids and little girls, little boys that see the players and the dance teams and all the things that are going on during the game, to the bikers that want to see the bikes before the game, to people that want to see a little bit of fireworks, and of course our amazing athletes that do all the things they do on the field. It's a great show. I mean, it literally is the greatest show on turf.
It really is. I mean, without a doubt, the jungle, the atmosphere there, the facility itself. If you've never been to the Amway or a Predator game, you gotta go. I mean, there's not a bad seat in the house anywhere in there. It's just amazing.
All right, so July 1st, home game. This week we're away in Jacksonville. July 1st, we'll have Nova Rex playing pregame. We'll have Nova Rex being played at halftime. We'll have V from surfing, what's it called? Swag Surfing. The song from the group Fly. We'll be playing a 20-minute concert at the end. And in between there, we'll have a football game. So it's crazy. Actually, we got a phone call from another owner today, me and Nate, and he just wants to tell us what a job we're doing trying to make the fans have a great time. And so when we do it, and then you guys play the way you play, I want to be honest, I said something after the game, but, I was like, I'm a competitive guy like you are, but when it was over, I was thinking about the fans that they're all going to be talking about. They're all going to be excited about it. Now, some fans were crying about it all weekend, but we did that too.
And
you know what I mean.
Let me be clear. I'm very proud of the fight that the guys had, but I want to be very clear to the fans. From the 25 players to even the guys next to me, I'm just going to be real with you. We're not happy. Like, if you're as competitive as these guys, or how I think it rolls off to them, not that I do anything crazy in a red light, but I don't like losing in a red light. I don't. I do not. And the way it feels sometimes is you do a lot of things right, and you won't even do it. If you relived it, you wouldn't even do anything different. And you don't even have a way to control that. So you look within yourself and you find ways that even if it's not different, that you worry about yourself and your team and your mojo, so to speak, and then let everything else play out. So good things are coming. We're all positive. We're going to be fine. But at the end of the day, just for the fans, we want better, but we know that you deserve better. So we'll find a way. And at the end, you'll see this. You can remember this show, here on the later part of mid to late part of June. And we know exactly when that championship is played and when the playoffs are played. So remember I said it today. You'll see the performance this week, and we'll go from there.
All right. Well, we're going to shut down the show. I think we got everybody on. We got Maxwell. It was great for people to come out and see it. First time here, PR Taco Palace and Margarita Bar at 717 West Smith Street in Orlando, right in good old College Park. We appreciate Cycle Fever TV live streaming us and everything here on the breakdown. We want to let's talk about the games. Let everybody know the Orlando Predator football is back. Coaches is all over this. We're going in the right
be prepared this week, and the opportunity is there. Go Preds.
You got some?
That's it. Nope. Everything you said.
All right, let's go.
Go Preds.
What's the matter? Just what's your problem?